Hello you guys, welcome to yet another series of quantitative techniques. So we have already discussed the different types of statistical series. This is just a representation of the different types of statistical series on the basis of construction. Alright, under series we already discussed the time series, spatial series and condition series. That was very easy to understand. Next, on the basis of their construction, these statistical series are divided into three. So the first one is an individual series. Second one is a discrete series, and the third one is a continuous series. Okay, so I'll just show you an example of what individual, discrete and continuous are. So the first one is individual series. So under individual series, this type of series is one in which each value of the variable occurs for only once. Alright, I'll just write this down over here. Each value of the variable occurs only for once, which may be arranged in ascending or descending order. Alright, okay, so I'll give you an example where individual series are. Say I wanted to collect the marks of 10 students in my class. So each individual students will be having their marks. So I'm collecting the data of each individual variables and then hence writing that down. That is known as an individual series. For example, I'll write marks and then maybe roll numbers. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As of now, I'll just write 5. So the first person's mark, say for example, is 80. Another's is 60, another has 60, 55, 43. Yes, so I am collecting the data of one individual variable. One variables I'll collect it once, the mark of one person collecting it once, and these type of series written in an arranged format is known as an individual series. Alright, the next one is the discrete series. So in discrete series, different values of the variables are shown irrespective of their frequencies. Over here, there is different values of variable and they are guided by, or the data collected are through their frequencies. Okay, so over here I'll just write down the marks and the number of students. Yes, the number of students is the frequency. Yes, so the mark, how many students scored 80 marks. So in my class, if 5 of them scored, I'll just write 5. And then somebody who scored 50 marks, there might be 3. And 66 marks, maybe 2. And then 12 marks, maybe 1. Yes, so these number of students, the variables are different. Here 5 different variables have a score of 80, 3 different variables have a score of 50, and 2 people have 66 and 1 person has 12. This, in which the different values of variables are connected through frequencies, is known as a discrete series. Alright, now the third one, the last type, is continuous series. So over here in continuous series, this is the one in which different values of the variable are stated in a continuous manner. Or you can say it is expressed in class interval. So I'll just explain it to you what a class interval is. A class interval is nothing but which has an lower limit and an upper limit. So the difference between these two is known as a class interval. So say for example, I'm telling those students who scored marks between 0 to 10, I'll write down the frequency. Yes, so there is an lower limit and an upper limit. So the difference is your class interval. So this lower limit and those students who occur in between of these intervals and the frequency that you write is a series called continuous series. So over here I might write marks, then number of students. Yes, so I'm writing it down as 0 to 10, and then maybe 11 to 20, 21 to 30. So those students who come under this class interval, I can find out the data and then write. Yes, so I guess you understood the types of statistical series, because this is very important. Based on this, you will be having a lot of problems and questions to solve. Alright, thank you.